Welcome, legends. This is News and Rings, bringing you nonstop WWE news, match results, and inside scoops. Hit subscribe and let's dive straight in. Monday Night Raw delivered one of its most emotionally charged episodes in months, blending mystery, desperation, and looming violence into a storyline that instantly grabbed the audience's attention. The image that lingered most wasn't a championship raised or a decisive pinfall, but Paul Heyman, usually the embodiment of control, openly pleading for protection. With Austin Theory newly exposed, Roman Reigns and CM Punk circling with revenge on their minds, and Brock Lesnar's name hanging heavy in the air, the stakes suddenly felt larger than wins and losses. This wasn't about gold. It was about pride, power, and survival. The long road of the masked attacker. For weeks, WWE teased fans with the presence of a hooded figure interfering in major moments, most notably at Survivor Series War Games. The mysterious attacker didn't just strike randomly. His actions consistently shifted momentum in favor of a dominant heel alliance led by Paul Heyman. Each appearance added another layer of intrigue, with speculation running wild across the fanbase. WWE resisted the urge to rush the reveal, instead allowing tension to build until the mystery itself became part of the weekly conversation surrounding Raw. The reveal that redefined Austin Theory. When the mask finally came off, the reveal was both shocking and strangely fitting. Austin Theory was the man behind the chaos. His return wasn't subtle or apologetic. Theory inserted himself directly into the heart of the action, attacking popular stars, influencing match outcomes, and instantly reminding everyone why WWE once viewed him as a cornerstone of the future. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a reinvention, positioning Theory as a calculated antagonist rather than a reckless opportunist. Why this role fits. Theory now. Austin Theory's career has been defined by peaks, setbacks, and unrealized momentum. As a former Money in the Bank winner and United States champion, his resume already proves his potential, but consistency has often eluded him. After time away earlier in the year stalled his trajectory, this new role feels purposeful. Aligning him with a powerful faction gives his character direction and stakes. No longer wandering, Theory now stands as a catalyst for chaos, and that makes him dangerous. Paul Heyman's calculated gamble. Paul Heyman has never been just a manager. He's a master strategist who thrives on control. By unveiling Theory on Raw, Heyman didn't just reveal a secret, he escalated the war. His goal was clear: strengthen his faction's dominance and place another volatile weapon on the board. But unlike past maneuvers, this one came with visible risk. Heyman knew that exposing Theory would invite retaliation, and for once, he wasn't entirely prepared to handle it alone. Vulnerability from a man who never shows it. The most striking moment of the night came backstage when Heyman approached Brock Lesnar. It wasn't a demand or a proclamation, it was a plea. That distinction matters. Heyman asking for help signals fear that CM Punk and Roman Reigns aren't just threats, but inevitabilities. This moment reframed Heyman's role, showing cracks in the armor of a man who typically manipulates from the shadows without consequence. Brock Lesnar's shadow looms. Large Brock Lesnar's presence doesn't need an entrance to feel impactful. Even the mention of his name changes the temperature of a storyline. Lesnar is not a hired gun or a loyal soldier. He operates on his own terms. If he chooses to involve himself, it won't be out of obligation alone. Whether motivated by respect, opportunity, or unfinished business, Lesnar's potential alignment instantly transforms this angle into something unpredictable and volatile. CM Punk's path of reckoning. CM Punk has made it clear that his motivations go beyond competition. His fury stems from betrayal and interference, particularly from the man who cost him dearly at War Games. Punk's recent promos have blended emotional rawness with sharp intent, creating a character who feels unhinged yet focused. He isn't chasing accolades, he's chasing accountability. Anyone connected to his downfall is now on borrowed time, and that includes Theory, Heyman, and anyone brave enough to stand in his way. Roman Reigns and the weight of legacy. Roman Reigns exists in a unique space within WWE storytelling, where every action carries historical weight. Loyalty, dominance, and legacy define him, and recent appearances suggest he's navigating internal conflict as much as external threats. Whether Roman aligns with Punk, opposes him, or stands alone, his involvement elevates everything. This isn't just another rivalry for Roman. It's a collision of pride, past alliances, and the ongoing struggle to remain the most powerful presence in the room. The rise of a ruthless collective. The faction surrounding Paul Heyman has quietly become one of the most imposing forces on Raw. With a mix of raw power, psychological intimidation, and media savvy, the group operates with purpose rather than chaos. Austin Theory's inclusion adds strategy and ambition, shifting the group's identity from blunt force dominance to something more calculated. They aren't just overpowering opponents, they're controlling narratives and forcing reactions. Why fans are so invested? This storyline has ignited debate because it doesn't offer easy answers. Fans argue over whether Theory deserves this spotlight, whether Heyman has finally gone too far, and what Brock Lesnar's involvement truly means. Social media buzz reflects genuine investment, not just surface-level hype. When fans speculate, disagree, and emotionally engage, it signals that WWE has tapped into something resonant, a story that invites participation rather than passive viewing. The roads WWE could take next. The possibilities ahead are numerous and compelling. Lesnar could fully commit to protecting Theory, forcing Punk and Roman into an uphill battle. He could betray Heyman at the worst possible moment, detonating the alliance from within. A singles clash between Punk and Lesnar offers a classic contrast of heart versus brutality, while Roman versus Brock promises a battle of dominance and legacy. Or WWE could embrace chaos and collide all three forces at once, creating an unforgettable confrontation. Why this storyline? Works at its core, this angle thrives because it's rooted in emotion. Identity, ambition, loyalty, and consequence are themes that resonate far beyond the ring. Austin Theory represents ambition unchecked. CM Punk embodies justice pursued at any cost. Roman Reigns stands as the guardian of legacy, and Paul Heyman, for once, reveals fear beneath his confidence. These layers transform matches into moments and rivalries into stories worth following. A story just beginning. What unfolded on Raw wasn't a conclusion, it was the opening chapter of something much larger. With WrestleMania season on the horizon, this narrative has the depth and flexibility to evolve for months. Reinvented characters, volatile alliances, and unresolved grudges ensure that every segment feels consequential. WWE isn't just building toward matches, it's crafting a saga that rewards attention and patience. The questions that remain. As the dust settles, the biggest questions linger. Who will truly stand between Austin Theory and the vengeance coming his way? Will Brock Lesnar protect the situation or destroy it? And when Roman Reigns and CM Punk finally collide with these forces, who walks away changed? One thing is certain, the answers won't come quietly and the fallout will reshape Raw in the weeks to come.